안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 여러분의 한국어 친구 나탈리아입니다. Okay, so today I wanted to reflect on the progress I made in my Korean studies in 2017 and share my goals and plans for 2018. So, I know this video is late, but hey, it's here now, right? Anyway, so wrapping up 2017, things I am proud to say I achieved and things I did well. Well, number one, my Korean proficiency did not diminish at all. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but coming back from my study abroad in South Korea in December of 2016, I was very concerned on what was going to happen to my Korean abilities in 2017, you know, after coming back to the United States, not being surrounded by Korean anymore. I was extremely concerned. Although I had studied Korean for 2 months before going to Korea for a year, the majority of the time I had spent studying Korean occurred in Korea. Every day I was hearing Korean, every day I was speaking Korean. So the environment was completely different. And so coming to the US, still wanting to study Korean, since the environment was going to be different, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I didn't know if my Korean ability was going to, diminish or if it was going to stay the same. So I'm happy to say didn't diminish. So proud of that. Pat myself on the back. Yay. Number two is that, my speaking got faster. So it's kind of funny to say because I'm not speaking Korean. I rarely speak Korean unless I'm talking to myself. So it's kind of funny to say that my speaking got faster while in the US, but it did. So if you saw that challenge video I made in June of 2017-ish, I forced myself to speak to native speakers every day, and that actually helped me speak faster. So yes, I do have to pause. I do have to think about things. Sometimes I have to repeat myself because my grammar was funny. But overall, my speaking got faster enough to where I noticed it. So again, pat myself on the back. And then number three is that I understand K-pop songs more than I ever have before in my whole life. And honestly, that's because of you guys. And you guys tell me how much you enjoyed the Learn Korean with K-pop videos, so I keep making them. So I keep spending time looking at lyrics. So I keep seeing what words are frequently used and the phrases that they say a lot. So I'm really happy to say that I understand most K-pop songs now. So especially since that's where the majority of my Korean exposure comes from now. So yes, thank you guys. And also, if you want me to make a video or videos on phrases that are in K-pop songs, just let me know. Holla at me. I'll make some of those in addition to the word videos. But yeah, okay, moving on. So things I could have done better, things I regret in 2017 are my vocab only increased by 200 to 300 words. So that's not a lot. It's not a lot, especially considering the fact that my vocabulary has already increased by that much this year, and it's mid-January. So, I want to pat myself on the back, but it doesn't deserve a pat on the back. It's more like I regret my life. Anyway, so another thing I could have done better is I could have expanded my knowledge of Korean grammar. I really didn't learn that many new grammar patterns in 2017. I learned some, but not many. And there's still a lot out there for me to learn. So yeah, I could have done that better. And then overall, I didn't study Korean that much. I know that sounds funny as someone who teaches Korean online, but I honestly didn't study that much. So I use an app called A-Tracker to track how much I spend studying my languages, just because it helps me productivity-wise. And so when I went back to look at 2017, it said I had studied Korean for a total of about 64 hours. So I was like, okay, but I need something to reference. I need something to compare that to. So I looked at how much I studied in 2016. And in 2016, this app said that I studied a total of 411 hours. Yes, 411. Okay, so when I say 411 against 64, I'm like, what was I doing with my life? I don't understand. So I didn't study that much. So yeah, regret that. But moving on, 2017 was at least half a month ago, so moving on. So 2018, what am I wanting to work on? What am I wanting to improve? Well, my main goal for 2018 is to be kind of smack dab in the middle of a TOPIK score of 4 and a TOPIK score of 5. So if you don't know what the TOPIK is the test of proficiency in Korean. So a TOPIK score of 4 is advanced intermediate and a TOPIK score of 5 is lower advanced. So I want to be in the middle of those two levels by the end of 2018. So in order to accomplish this, I have a few goals or smaller goals that I'd like to accomplish. So the first one is to increase my vocabulary to at least 6,000 words. So right now I'm sitting just above 2,000 words. So I have 4,000 words to go. And the reason I chose 6,000 words is because there is a blog or a polyglot blog called Universe of Memory, and he wrote an article that said that based on the European standards of B2, which is upper intermediate, and C1, which is lower advanced. For the B2 level, you need about 4,000 words, and for the C1 level, you need about 8,000 words, give or take 20%. And I'm making the assumption that the TOPIK test requires the same number of words for the equivalent levels. So 6,000 words would put me in between the two levels. So that's why I'm aiming for 6,000. And I'm probably gonna have to adjust that later on. I'm probably gonna have to increase it. And that'll be in a different video on why. But yeah, so 6,000 words minimum. I can do this. So another way that I'm going to try and achieve that above level 4, below level 5 fluency is to go through all my Korean textbooks. I am a Korean textbook hoarder. I acknowledge it. You can take me to intervention, it will not help. So I'm gonna start off with these Ihwa books that I got this summer. So I just love these books because they're really pretty, so I bought them. And I needed something that was like fresh for level 3. So I have the 3-1 books. I'm about halfway done with these books already. I started them once I came back from Germany. So I've actually been moving pretty quickly through these, so I don't know, rather I haven't figured out if I'm just above this level or if these books are just really well laid out. So yeah, so once I finish these or get closer to finishing these, I'll decide whether I'm gonna buy the 3-2 books or the second half of the level. So yeah, I'm gonna work through these. Woohoo, so many books, guys. And then I'd want to work through my Suncheonhyang level 3 books again. So I've worked through these books twice already, but there's so much in here I still don't understand. So again, I don't know if it's that these books are harder than the Ihwa books or if these just aren't laid out very well. But yeah, so these are the books we used in my Korean class in Korea, right? Suncheonhyang, right? That's the school I attended in Korea. So yeah, I want to work through those one more time. I'm still behind on that vocabulary. There's just so much in there that I do not know. So I want to work through that. Ooh, there's the workbook. Okay, and then by the end of the year, I want to have finished my Goryeo level 4 books. So I bought these in Korea after I had worked through the level 3 books that my school offered. And as you can see, they have not been shown much love. They look brand new, even though I've had them for over a year now. So I want to work through these. Every time I open it, I start at chapter 1 because I'm still not able to grasp what they're saying because my vocabulary isn't big enough. So I want to be able to finish that. And ideally, after you finish the level 4 textbooks, you're ready to take the TOPIK test and get a score of 4. So once I have done that, so many books, I want to start these Goryeo level 5 books. As you can see, these have been shown more love. Sadly not by me. Tangent real quick. I found these books next to like the dumpster in my Korean dorm, and when I saw that someone was gonna throw them away, I was like, this is gold. I'm gonna mail it to myself in America. So I went to the post office and mailed them to my home address, right? So once going through the level 4, hopefully I'll be ready for the level 5 and start working on it before the end of 2018. Not finish it necessarily, but at least get started on it. So that is how I plan on achieving that level 4, level 5 fluency in Korean before the end of the year. And then just as a personal goal, I'd like to be able to read a Korean novel and understand about 80% of the book without having to look up any words. So if you've seen my Korean bookshelf video, you can see that I have a lot of novels in Korean, especially like children's books. And since I'm wanting to be a higher fluency, I want to read more like an adult or at least like young adult book. So the one I picked off my bookshelf is this beautiful book. It's 연애의 발견. So this is actually the only book, like adult book that I have that doesn't take place in like a medical setting. All my other books, like the characters are doctors or physicians or something. And since that vocabulary is very different from the vocabulary I'll be learning, I've chosen this one. So I read the prologue earlier today because I wanted to make sure that I'm not already at this level because that'd be embarrassing. But I'm definitely not. I understand some vocabulary, but not enough to grasp what like they're talking about. So if I can start reading this book and use it as pleasure reading by the end of the year, I'll be very excited just personally. So I will start trying to read this book once I finish my level 3 books for Sun Chun-hyang and Ihwa. So yeah, these goals will probably have to be adjusted and changed and probably further developed as the year goes on and I see what I'm actually accomplishing and how fast I'm accomplishing it. But yeah, that's all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you will join me on my journey to Korean proficiency for 2018. And I'll see you guys next time. 다음에 봐요, guys. Bye-bye.